got to get on your knees. How do you resurrect your dreams? You got to get on your knees. If you're not a highly religious person or a highly spiritual person, you just got to believe in a power that's larger than yourself. My grandmother taught me how to pray, but then she taught me how to dream. See, my grandmother taught me how to pray, but then she taught me how to dream. See, my grandmother had a lot of foster children. And of all those foster children, she only adopted one, and that was my father. She couldn't have kids. So in essence, I became what? Her first child. That lady loved me. See, some of y'all young folk, you need to listen up. Because your mothers and grandparents, they love you. And that love is unconditional. And they'll do anything for you. So if you want to dedicate your life to something, you dedicate your life to them. Because when I wake up in the morning, I always have a why. Why? 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 I always have a why. Because if you know the why for living, you can do almost anyhow. See, I always have a why. Because I keep her picture next to my bed, her grave site next to my bed. So the first thing I see every morning when I wake up is her picture. Because I want her to be a constant reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why I'm working so hard. Why it's 4 o'clock in the morning I'm still on the computer writing. In 1997, she died of Alzheimer's. You know, the disease that slowly deteriorates your mind. The irony of that is I was one of the last people she remembered. See, I was at Florida State at the time, and she only lived 2 hours away in Albany, Georgia. Florida State is in Tallahassee. And on days that I didn't teach or I didn't go to class, I used to actually go and visit her. So I would go in the hospital room. And one of my nicknames growing up was Sweet Boy, because I used to be in the church and eating candy all day, peppermints, you know what I'm talking about. Sweet Boy, is that you? Yes, ma'am, that's me. Come on over here and let grandmama see you. Yes, ma'am, I'm going to come over there. She would go in and out. See, she remembered some of the things that were going on, but didn't remember all of them. Are you listening to me? She remembered some of the things that were going on, but she didn't remember all of them. So I would just talk and have conversation with her. Because nobody else was there, but I was there. Are you listening to me? So I read her my poems. I do some rap songs. I tell her about my little girlfriends at the time. When she come in, she laugh. But she would always say, you need to finish school and you need to pray. Those are the only 2 things she knew. Grandmama already had 1 degree. Well, baby, get all the degrees you can. Is you praying, baby? You reading your Bible? Yes, ma'am. Where your Bible at? You don't travel with your Bible? Baby, don't come in here next time without no Bible. And the one time she did see my Bible, your Bible don't have no marks in it. Are you taking notes? You see all that little white area in the top and the bottom? You need to write something in there. But what she was doing is planting that seed. And as I said earlier, although at times I've strayed and at times I've failed, I've always come back. I've always come back. See, some of you young folk in here, you won't go to church every day when you get out of the nest. But at some point, you'll come back. Because you'll realize you got to believe in a power that's stronger than yourself. 2 weeks before my grandmother passed, she passed. Two weeks before she passed, I went to see her. I said, well, Grandmama, I got a conference to go to because I can't come see you next week. She said, it's okay, I'm going to be here when you come back. She said, but until then, I want you to do something beautiful. You want me to do something what? I want you to do something beautiful. I didn't know what she meant. I did not know what she meant. She said, I want you to do something beautiful. I said, well, she impacted lives. So guess what? The only thing I can do as beautiful as she did was impact lives too. Are you listening to me? Before they closed the casket, I made a promise to my grandmother that I would take my mind out of the gutter and put my head in the books. So I wouldn't be another young black male statistic. I became engaged in education, and we eloped on a philosophical journey. Since that day, I haven't cheated on her one time with a basketball, a football, a baseball, an 8-ball, or a microphone. Check 1 2 1 2. The last time I broke the rack, the cue ball flew off the table. See, that's how bad I want to scratch my place in history. When they placed that PhD hood on me, my homeboys in the hood began to believe in me. I blew a wind of courage to diminish the flames burning from the cross in my front lawn. I placed my Bible on the ground and I stood on top of the word. To God be the glory.